season 4 of the We Talk series. We often hear change is the only constant, and we are seeing it up close and personal in our world of work in today's time. In this world, HR and talent leaders are on their toes to remain prepared with the workforce, talent, and business strategies. The We Talk series invites the most prominent HR leadership voices to share their amazing experiences and learnings on and around the HR ecosystem. So joining us today is Subnesh Sharma, Senior Director HR at VVDN Technologies. A brief introduction about him before we start. Subnesh is a seasoned professional holding 16 plus years of experience in HR, talent acquisition, HR analytics, talent management, business partnering, compensation and benefits, learning and development, change management, and resource management operations. He provides strategic partnerships at global level for forecasting HR policies and procedures, compliance, succession planning, and leverages resource capabilities across the enterprise. He believes in building employee relations through consistent and scalable interventions and promotes collaborative solutions. With that, a very warm welcome to Subnesh to today's conversation. So
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to having a really insightful discussion with you. So to start up our discussion, Subnesh, my first question for you would be, as we are all aware that for the last couple of years, the workplace has gone like a massive change. So could you explain that, how is your industry tackling the changes that the workplace has gone through the last couple of years? And, some overview or examples, if you can share with us.
Sure. So in last couple of years, if you see, the journey has been a typical roller coaster, right? Entire market was going up, and all of a sudden COVID came and it got dipped. And it is not only one or two industry. I think it is most of the industries are being affected during those times, right? And even there are certain organizations, certain specific domain or industries which are still coming up gradually, right? For them, it was really difficult to even bear that duration of COVID for 2 years, 2.5 years, but they are struggling and they are coming up. Now, I'll give you the understanding where I am into, right? So I represent VVDN as an organization, as an HR leader, and we are into electronics design and manufacturing. We are premier ODM out of India, and we are committed to give world-class product. Now, when I say world-class product, it is important that I should also ensure that entire life cycle of the product is being managed, and we have idea to production strategy, idea to production approach, wherein as a customer, you can come with just an idea and we are going to give you the product. Now, in last 3 years, we are committed. This is our proposition. We are going to ensure. During those years, we were also affected, right? As an organization, we were also affected. So I'll talk about a little bit pre-COVID era. Pre-COVID era is what? Everything is running smoothly. When you want to have a product, when you want to have a visit to customer, when you want to ensure your supply chain, when you want to bring control on an inventory, everything was possible because there was no interruptions, there was no disruptions, right? But during the COVID, when entire world was on a pause, now look at the scenario wherein your product delivery should go on time. You were not able to do it because there is no raw material available, right? Supply chain affected, right? Manpower availability was another challenge. Resources were going back home because they were also equally worried about COVID era. So manpower issue was there, supply chain issue was there. Then there are aligned issues which are management related issues. So my certain people are working from home. We have to give them work from home options. They are not having resources, adequate resources. So as an organization, I need to support them with the adequate resources at home so that they can contribute remotely. So those were certain hiccups and challenges, and it was across. It was across during those 2.5 years. We as an organization are having a different set of manpower. One who can work remotely, one who cannot work remotely, and there is an intermediate one, which is typically for electronics design piece, right? People who are able to work remotely, we were able to manage them. We were able to produce result, and they were supporting the business. People who were into manufacturing, they don't have any other choice apart from coming to manufacturing facility to work. Now, in during those time period where entire industry was struggling, or for that matter, world was struggling, we were the one who have onboarded 2,600 people in 6 months, initial 6 months of COVID. Now the question is how it is possible when everybody was going back home looking for their, looking for their safety and health. How it is possible? The primary reason was because we were equally responsible towards the society and we paid attention to ensure health and safety of social people, right, out in the market, right. So as an organization, we took a challenge to take care of people. We have started building ventilators. We have started building COVID chips, and because of which these 2,600 people were onboarded. And these all people were taken care of from starting of the day till end of the day. They were in the premises and there were a special residential arrangement being done from the company side. Now look at how it is going to be managed. Supply chain, we need to do that. So what we did was we have identified certain organization who can support in supplying. Still, hiccups were there, delay was there, but we were also committed, and equally we have onboarded these suppliers to commit themselves to the social cause. Luckily, we were able to achieve those targets. These COVID chips were pretty much important, and we were able to supply those COVID chips on time. And that's how this entire intervention happened during those months or years wherein this COVID was impacting. So it was a typical roller coaster when everybody was leaving, and all of a sudden we took 2,600 plus people onboarded, and we maintained that, and the graph is going up, up, up still. So that's how our journey was during those times, and we managed this entire situation.
Perfect. Amazing to know how, as an organization, you actually encourage people to join at a time when actually, people were so scared of their life, to be very honest. So amazing. So Subnesh, tell me one thing. Since we are talking about, last couple of years, so another very crucial factor that came into being is the rise of the new generation workforce, right? So, what is your take on the new generation entering the workforce, and how do you see their expectations differ from that of the previous generations?
Very nice question. I think this is a common question with everybody, whosoever is entrepreneur, whosoever is owning a domain, whosoever is owning an industry, and equal equal supplier or service provider to that organization. This is a very common thing now. Anybody who is post-millennial is a digital native. From the birth, they started using something which is immediately available to them, like mobile handset. On a click of a button, information is available. Gone are the days wherein, like you or me, somebody was going to a cafe, searching for information, coming back and doing something of that information. For these post-millennial or Gen Z, typically, for them, information is on a click of a button, and they want things to go very, very fast, right? They cannot hold. An example, I'll give you a very small example. If at a railway station or a bus stand, if any of the Gen Z person is, standing, what they do is they wait for quick 5 minutes, nothing is available, quickly book a cab and go, right? In comparison to Gen X, or for that matter, baby boomers, they were still can wait for 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, waiting for a vehicle to be available, or for that matter, train to come or bus to come, and they will onboard. That's the shift. So one is they are very much fast. They want immediate availability of information. Number two, they are having high risk taking abilities. Right. Number three, they want better experience to offer. Number four, for them, money does not matter. There is additional perks, benefits, experience, environment that matters a lot. I'll give you a very small example. We were we were planning to onboard few freshers, right? And what happened was when it was being asked from compensation point of view, every company is having some benchmark, right? And beyond that benchmark, you cannot go. Certain kids, certain students who were shortlisted by us, they gone for another company, stating that company is giving us work from home option. I cannot hire these kids because it's an electronics, right, division. They have to go to office, test those devices that I cannot send to their home. And they did not accept offer. They went to other company because that company was offering work from home option. So their priorities are different. See, their basic needs are fulfilled by their parents already. Now for them, it is exploration, experience, right? So their nature of work, their expectations are 100% different from what they were, what we have seen with Gen X, Gen Y, or for that matter, baby boomers.
I think two very important keywords that you have used here is exploration and experience. And I think that's a massive shift that has happened with the new generation that we are talking
Yes.
about.
Yeah.
So, Subnesh, tell me one more thing. So, when we talk about employee engagement strategies, and especially in a time like this, when we have seen COVID and how it has completely disrupted the working pattern, so many organizations has gone remote. Hybrid is something, another set of organization is following. So in a setup like this, where everything has, changed over the last few years, so how are your employee engagement strategies working, especially when we are in this particular timeline of remote and hybrid work setup?
See, what we need to do is, see, audience is audience, right? They will stick to you only when they are, whatever you are offering is at per their liking behavior. So what we need to do, we need to understand their behavior, what they expect, and for them it is important. They should keep on getting something new every now and then. So it means the offering from engagement point of view, right? Strategies what I need to apply should be highly engaging. I cannot tell them, okay, I am allowing you work from home, you remain at home and do your work until unless there is something which is going to engage them, right? That is really important. If I am not, giving them the clarity on their goals, what they're supposed to achieve, believe me, they will be lost and they are not worried about what is happening. It is important that we should engage them virtually. Number of connect should increase little more. During the COVID period, everybody has started feeling like, yes, remote is very much there. I should go in person and even meet with other people, right? Social sense should be there. So hybrid is being promoted, and they are absolutely fine with hybrid. They are not 100% okay with in office. They are not 100% okay with work from home also, by the way. So they also want some sort of hybrid. So one important factor from the strategy point of view is engagement should be applied, or a strategy should be applied in a way wherein they find some sense, some purpose in what they are doing. Some monitoring, some tracking should also be given so that they understand what they are doing is absolutely making sense. The contribution is in the right direction, right? That should go there. And the third important thing is they are looking for more and more technical work. They don't want something which is repetitive in nature. Otherwise, what will happen? They are equally equipped. I think they are more equipped than us. They will go to Chat GPT, get the result, and submit to you.
Right. Beautifully articulated, Subnesh. My last question for you would be, you come with an experience of more than 16 years in this particular industry. So we would love to know if you can share some of the most prominent challenges that you have faced in the TA space, and most importantly, what were your strategies to overcome them?
As a talent acquisition person, see, I'm not talking about as a leader or something, right? When I go for hiring, what do I do? So first thing is I need to understand the role for which I am hiring. I think it's a very basic ethic we should follow, and I think all the TA should be following it. By the way, I'm just sharing my views, right? So what I need to do is I need to understand what kind of role it is, where is this role alignment will go, and who is going to be the reporting manager. So I need to understand three people, three segment first, and once I understand, then I should try to go and search in the market. Now, market is having a pool of people. Out of that pool of people, what is right, what is wrong, that you should be able to gauge it in quick, maybe 30 minutes. Once you apply some filter on any of the job portal, once you screen it, you should be able to gauge it, and then you start filtering it, right? And then you propose. This is a standard approach. How better results, how more efficient results will come. The moment you speak to candidate, do not only talk about their technical match. That will never give you 100% result any day. This is the current situation. What you should do is you should also try to find out what is their whereabout, family background, their professional journey, maybe what is their location preference, what is their job preference, what they like, what they don't like, other behavioral aspect also. What that will do, that will allow you to understand whether this person on a behavioral aspect is a good fit to you or not, right? So you want to fill in position, absolutely okay. Technically, you want to evaluate, that is okay. But what if this person is being onboarded, not a good fit for your organization? Who is responsible? TA person is responsible. So you need to check that overall perspective, not only technical, overall perspective of that individual, whether the person goes for that fitment or not, aligned into that fitment or not, right? So these are the basic things you can do apart from this. Now, see, another major challenge when number of people are in a pool and the resource scarcity is there for a specific skill set, offer shopping gets increased, right? Now, question is, if for one skill set, I'm getting 10 resources and I'm not the only company who's looking for the same skill set, these 10 people are having a bigger bargain power, right? So after one offer, they will take another, and so on and so forth. So we need to understand, if the candidate interest is aligning to our budget or not first, his preferences are aligned to us or not. So once you do this behavioral, activity or behavioral, analysis, then only you'll get to know whether this person is a good match to you or not, even though the person is doing offer shopping. An example can be, say, I'm looking for the cloud architect example, right? Now, for a cloud architect, it is important that person should have a fair understanding on the Microsoft .NET framework, basic to the highest level, right? Fair understanding should be there. He should have understanding on Azure as a cloud, because ultimately position is cloud. What if I'm going to pick somebody who is having a basic skills on or average skills on Microsoft .NET framework, but doesn't have anything on Microsoft Azure, right? But he's looking for work from home. He is looking for bucks. He's looking for additional benefit, pick and drop, all sort of facilities, still negotiating with me. As a TA person, I should realize it then and there that this person, even though technically he is not a good fit and resource scarcity is there, I should still bear that loss of not onboarding him. Otherwise, what will happen? This person will come to me for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, will do offer shop with the next company and will run away. At the end, number one, you have lost your time as a TA. Number two, your overall hiring cost will increase. Number three, attrition is also increasing. Number four, business loss. Are we in a position to get that loss? Are we in a position to bear that loss? If this question is answered, believe me, you'll get your responses. So, these are the problems and these are the solutions, typical solutions.
You beautifully explained this without, like the best part was the way you kept on explaining your statement along with those examples. It was lovely listening to you, and this kind of wraps up our conversation for the day. And once again, I did not mention that it was, an absolute delight listening to your thoughts and advice throughout, Subnesh. So once again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining us today and sharing your insights with us. For our audiences, we'll be back with yet another exciting conversation very soon. Till then, stay tuned, everyone.